What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be reacting to my F1 2021 season predictions. You can tell by the expression on my face that I'm not happy about this. I said some pretty big doozies at the start of the year, and, well, we're going to see if any of them came true or not. But before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by Surfshark, who are a VPN. For those who don't know, a VPN allows you to place yourself virtually in another country or region to access things like Netflix TV shows or movies. That's a massive one for me. Also, being from Australia, living in the UK, I don't have access to watch certain sports clips on like Twitter or YouTube. With Surfshark, I'm actually able to access that, which is pretty cool. Another thing, and a pretty big one, a main reason why you would go for a VPN is it encrypts all of your data. Protects all of your private stuff so that it essentially stays private, which is a massive one for a lot of you guys. As well as something I didn't even know that Surfshark do, is they protect you from price discrimination, whereby if you're looking at getting some plane tickets or booking accommodation at a hotel or something, gradually as you show interest over time, those prices will increase. But Surfshark is a way around that to keep the prices nice and low, which is pretty crazy. Speaking of prices, you can save 83% at the checkout by using my code Tiamet, link in the description, and that will give you access to Surfshark VPN. As well as that, you'll get 4 months extra for free. So what are you waiting for? Sign up. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring the video. And without further ado, let's get into my dodgy predictions. Here we go. YouTube. F1 2021 predictions. Let's even see if we're on the map here. We got lots of Tomo. Tomo's the golden boy of the algorithm these days. Used to be me, 2013. You type F1, Tiametmarduk would be everywhere. Now I'm nowhere. Oh, never mind. I'm right here. Actually, that's not too bad. I didn't have to scroll far. I'll take that. I'm going to say that Lewis Hamilton is going to finish P2 in the driver's standings. Oh, dear. That was my F1 2020 predictions. Shame it wasn't this year. And I'm going to say Ferrari at P3. Mercedes will be the second best car. Oh, that would have been golden if it was this year. How's that zoom in, by the way? Regular podium contender. Oh no, it's that time of year again. F1 2021 predictions. Get ready to see the most clapped predictions in the whole of the F1 community. I wasn't wrong. I was not wrong. 3 random predictions, which I'm going to start off with for this year, is 1, I don't think that there's going to be any street races this year. Oh dear. We're starting well. We are starting well. We had a few street races this year. Monaco. There was no Singapore. We had Baku. And there's another one, which I'm missing. Probably more. We had Saudi. I tell you what, I am very happy that we got Monaco this year. I really missed it last year. There's just something about Monaco. It doesn't feel like an F1 season is complete without it. I know 99% of you guys disagree, but this is my channel. This is my video, and that's my Monaco. So it needs to be on the calendar. It gave us a good race. It gave us a decent race. Without it, Lando wouldn't have got a podium, and we wouldn't have seen the Golf livery of the McLaren. So Monaco still has its place. We might go another year without Monaco. And you guys know how much I love Monaco. So let's hope I'm massively wrong on this one. Random prediction number 2. And that is that Hamilton won't retire this year. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. If you believe the clickbait articles going around the internet right now, WTF1. Toto has hinted that Hamilton is going to retire. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. I think 99% of us believe that Hamilton is going to carry on next year. Merc are going to have the best car next year. There's no reason for Lewis to quit just yet. I feel like he's got unfinished business. So, yes, Hamilton won't retire. I think we're safe on that one. Mercedes gunning for the 8th world title. If he wins it, he's going to retire. I think which I think might have been true. If Hamilton would have won in Abu Dhabi, he might have done a Rosberg. What do you guys think? Number 3, and that is, this is a bit left of field. I think someone from F2 will get promoted mid-season or during the season at some point. Did that happen? No. Starting from number 10, the worst team in F1, possibly going to get no points at all this season, or I'm pretty sure they won't get any points this year. Not unless there's a 20-car pile-up on the first lap. We have Haas. Yes! I won from 1. End the video now. It's not going to get any better than this, guys. Honestly. The rest are going to be clapped. 2 rookies joining the sport. Haas have been on shaky form the last few years, and they've been really shaky, I guess, financial-wise. Financial-wise. Technical term. So, I think they're really going to struggle for direction, car development. Overall, it's bad. They didn't even develop the car, mate. They didn't even develop the car. They had no hope. Signs at Haas. So I have them penciled in as the worst team. At number 9, we have Williams, who... that was wrong. That was wrong. Alfa Romeo got 9th. Williams got a lot of points. Georgie Boy got a podium. Of course, they're not going to be the second worst car. At number 8, Alfa Romeo. They're another team on shaky form. Don't really see much promising signs from those guys. Quite honestly, I could see Williams beating them. I wanted to say Williams, but the year before Williams were absolute poo. So, yeah. Alfa Romeo, at this point, they're just kind of making up the numbers, unfortunately. Thankfully, in 2022, they have half a chance to show something. Valtteri Bottas is on board now. They just needed an injection of something new. And 2022 will hopefully give them the upwards trajectory they need. Moving on. Anyway, I waffled. At number 7, controversially, I have Mercedes. No. I got myself. I've seen the season. And I was like, what? God's sake. What did I say? Alpine. Alpine. Nope. I got that wrong. Aston Martin got 7th. That was very hard to guess. Who was going to be worse than the midfield runners? It honestly could have been anyone. Alpine is my team that I have at number 7, penciled in at the back of the midfield. Not really sure with Alpine. Renault have made decent steps the last few years, but I kind of see them going back downhill again. The Alpine switch for me is a bit weird. Yeah. Alpine, we're never going to be worst of the midfield when Ocon won a race. Yeah, who could have seen that coming? I feel like their reliability has been Renault's big downfall a lot. I see this potential. Actually, they didn't have many reliability issues, did Alpine? They were actually pretty solid this year. Thank you for sorting that out once Daniel left. Really appreciate that. But I actually think that Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon are going to crash a lot. Oh, Ben. I couldn't have got that any more wrong if I tried. Fernando was such a good teammate this year. He literally helped Ocon win a race. He was holding up Hamilton and God knows who else so that Alpine could get a win. Fair enough, Fernando. Like, he wasn't toxic this year. He was so supportive. Fair play. I got that wrong. Reverse jinx. Maybe if I didn't say that, all those things would have happened. I was just thinking it was going to be a repeat of, like, Perez and Ocon at Racing Point or Force India a few years ago. But both of these guys have matured now, and they were working towards a greater good. So, fair play. Number 6, we have AlphaTauri. Number 6, yes, I got AlphaTauri right. So there we go. They had to be somewhere. And it wasn't like they were going to beat the likes of McLaren or Ferrari or who else? I don't know. Alpine. But they came close. AlphaTauri was scarily good this year at times. Scarily consistent. Their biggest downfall, or the biggest letdown, was Yuki Tsunoda getting up to speed. It took him most of the season, but he was on it by the end of the season. He got 4th in Abu Dhabi. So those guys could be a dark horse. They've got a good car. They've got a good driver lineup. If they've developed the car, watch out in 2022. We move on to the top 5 now. And controversially, I mean, am I going to say this every 2 minutes? I've got Ferrari at number 5. Yeah, that was a yikes. I missed the mark there quite a bit. But I was basing that off of last year's Ferrari, where they were pretty bad. And I couldn't have got this one right anyway because Alpine finished in 5th. So that was never going to be right. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about Ferrari. They could be, you know, bang where they were in the top 3 teams in years gone by, or they could be mid-pack again. I really don't know with these guys. So I think that was a really hard guess, to be fair. And it's going to be even harder next year. So good luck, all you YouTubers. Good luck. So that'll be one to watch. I think Ferrari could be a dark horse, but I got them penciled in at number 5 because I don't really see where else to put them, to be honest. Number 4. I think everybody knows what I'm going to say here. Aston Martin. Another bad one. Aston Martin ended up in 7th. 4th was an over prediction from me. I think I bought into the hype a little bit, especially like once the season started. Like, when did I actually make this video? 15th of February. I think that was right around the time that the car launches were happening. And I remember vividly when I was watching the car launch for Aston Martin, I was like, oh my God, these guys, it's a new era for them. They've got the Lawrence Stroll money. Oh my God, they might win a race. They might win a chat. They might be there, like right at the top. I was so bought into their hype, and I was really, really disappointed straight away in the first race. I was like, oh, okay. But the next year's going to be telling, isn't it? I think for a lot of teams, but Aston Martin especially, to see where their trajectory is going to be for the next few years. If they don't show promise, Lawrence Stroll is going to say bye-bye. He's going to buy someone else. Probably Merc. But like I said, guys, it's going to be so close between Aston... Oh, no. I think I remember what I'm going to say here for who's going to be 3rd best team, and I think it's going to be even worse than some of the predictions I've made already. We move on to the top 3 teams, which I think pretty much everyone has got these 3 teams penciled in where they are in all their prediction videos. But controversially, I'm putting Red Bull at number 3. This is probably going to be another really left of field prediction that I put out there. Hey! Ben! Red Bull had the best car! Well, if you ask Toto Wolff, who had the best car in 2021? It really was tit for tat. It depended on who nailed the setup or who nailed upgrades coming into a particular race. It was track dependent. Even still, I don't really know who had the best car in 2021. You guys will have to let me know, but 3rd place for Red Bull, again, that's another stinker. Meaning, we've got a stinker coming up in P2. You know what? I'm going to buy into the McLaren hype and say that McLaren are going to be the 2nd most achieving team of 2021. Notice I didn't say 2nd fastest, because I actually think this starts to make less and less sense as I explain this. Yes, it does, Ben. Just shut up. How far off was I with this? McLaren got 275 points, and Red Bull got 585. It wasn't even close. It was not even close. Red Bull might be a little bit more unreliable and miss out on big points hauls potentially. No, not really. And that's pretty much concludes the constructors. Of course, I went for Mercedes as the best car. Just fast forwarding. There's no need to really dwell on that. Now, let's move on to the drivers. I mean, I remember some comments. I made a prediction which was kind of mathematically impossible, but there was some logic to the madness. Just wait for that. So let's move on to the drivers. Number 20, we have the obvious pay driver, Nikita Mazepin. For obvious reasons, he's not going to do well this year. Moving on. Yeah, I was right. What was it? Like his first race, he only lasted 2 or 3 corners. And in a Haas, which wasn't going to get developed at all this season. It was a year that was doomed to fail. P19, I've got Nicholas Latifi. Did I get that right? No! I did not. 17th place, Antonio Giovinazzi. No, 17th was Latifi. Moving on. Honestly, flip a coin between him and Kimi Räikkönen. I've got him penciled in at number 16. I got that right. Kimi did finish in P16. 1 point to me. 15th, I've got George Russell. Oh! Russell did get 15th as well. I actually would have predicted George to be higher because of that podium that he got in Belgium. But it was only half points. If he would have got more... No, he still would have been 15th. Because Yuki Tsunoda, who was in 14th, had double the points that Georgie boy did. Unlucky. It's alright, George. You'll have your last laugh next year. Future world champion George Russell. It's only a matter of time before he's in that Mercedes. 14th place. Get ready to hit the dislike button. Driver number 14. Fernando Alonso. No. No. Alonso got in the top 10. For a guy who had a sabbatical, and at his age, P10. Phenomenal. But when he does get up to speed, he's then going to be coming up and clashing with his teammate Esteban Ocon. And I seriously think there is going to be fireworks between those two. Ocon, from what I've seen, is not exactly a team player. He even had runnings in with Ricciardo at times. Like, he didn't want to let him through. And Alonso's not going to put up with that stuff. Alonso's ego is not going to let him get the better of him. And Ocon... I do wonder, though, if Alpine are actually properly good next year, that could be toxic, but probably not. Fernando's kind of past that point where he's got to prove himself. It would be a different story if they're both fighting for the world driver's title as teammates in the best car. But yeah, I think Nando has shown that he's a team player. For that reason, I've got Ocon in 13th. But I think the reason why I put Ocon ahead is because Ocon will get... Nope, Ocon did not get 13th. Ocon was P11. We had Stroll in 13th place. Number 10, Pierre Gasly. I was close with Pierre. Pierre got 9th. And when you say that actually out loud, it sounds a bit criminal. It sounds a bit wrong. Pierre deserved better than 9th this year. He was consistently up there, but maybe he didn't get those massive point hauls that he did in 2020. Number 9, Carlos Sainz. And this is down purely to the Ferrari being unpredictable in terms of form. Carlos Sainz, P5. I'm getting a lot wrong here. In 8th position, I have Sebastian Vettel. Nope. Daniel Ricciardo got 8th place in the McLaren. In 7th, I've got Charles Leclerc. He's gonna... Hey! Ding, 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 ding! He did get 7th place, so at least I got that right. How many have I got right so far? I've got 3 right out of 13 predictions so far for the Drivers' Championship. Oh, it's a good thing I'm not a betting man. Otherwise, I would be very poor. Number 6, Sergio Perez. He might be a little more inconsistent and may not get those big podiums or big race wins as often as Max. I don't know. I think Sergio will get better than P6. I think I'm doing him a disservice there, but that's where I put him. I did give Sergio a disservice. The Red Bull was a lot better than what I thought it would be. And I think everyone underestimated the Red Bull in 2021. So underestimate them at your own risk. Oh dear. I know what I did wrong. I said Aston Martin would be ahead of Ferrari in the constructors' standings. But then I put both the Ferrari drivers ahead of both of the Aston Martin drivers in the standings. What am I doing? Am I hedging my own bets? I was thinking that maybe Aston Martin were going to have some super subs come in like Hulkenberg. They were going to score big points, and I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't think these things out, and it shows. In the top 5, Lando Norris. In the McLaren, I think I was close again with Lando, and he very well could have finished there if he was a little bit more lucky towards the end of the season. His first half was absolutely unbelievable. He was so much faster than Ricciardo. Yes, Ricciardo was struggling, but Lando was really in the groove with that McLaren early on. I think McLaren maybe stopped development on the car a little bit earlier than some other teams, or just Ferrari and others just kept developing towards the end of the season. Because from Russia onwards, the McLaren was never quite the same again. Number 4, I've got Max Verstappen. Oh no! That is the biggest stinker of the lot. Max Verstappen in P4. The dude literally won the title this year. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I think I've lost my license to actually predict future F1 results. That was shocking. Note to all of you guys, whatever I predict in 2022, just the opposite's going to happen. That's where your money's strong. Speaking of stinkers, we've got a big one coming up, because I think that Daniel Ricciardo is going to carry McLaren a lot this year. He's going to get some big points. He might very well even get a race win. Oh, he did! He did get a race win. So at least I got something right. But I massively overestimated where he'd end up in the driver's title. If maybe, hypothetically, if Daniel Ricciardo had the start to the season that Lando did, and then carried on and won in Monza, and then maybe carried on and won in Russia, like Lando did, then maybe. Where did Daniel end up? He was in 8th place, 115 points. He would have needed an extra 110. He needed to double his championship tally to be in 3rd place, which belongs to Bottas. Surprised I haven't really dragged Bottas into the mud all that much. So I'm saying Bottas, I'm guessing Bottas P2. Spoiler. But I predicted the race win, so at least I got something right. Half a point. Number 2, you all guessed it, Valtteri Bottas. Even that was wrong. Lewis Hamilton will become an 8-time world champion, and he'll stay on for another year and go for 9. Oh dear, Lewis Hamilton fans. If only the lap cars were not let through. Or if only Mercedes had reacted and put new tyres on Hamilton's car. It could have been an entirely different scenario. We could be looking at an entirely different grid in next year's season. Who knows? I really don't know. I wonder if Hamilton would have retired on 8. He might have been happy with that, but at the same time, he might have been happy to just crack on and go for 10. Who knows if that's even going to happen now? But that's all in the past. We have to move on. Let me know what you guys think. Was it more of a FIA fault, or should Mercedes have chucked new tyres at it? I'm more of the latter. Thing is, FIA, Michael Massey, they should have just let the lap cars go through sooner, and it would have been the same result. So, in my opinion, I don't think it's as controversial as people are making it out to be. But at the same time, I still think Lewis deserved to win the title. He deserved, most certainly, to win that race in Abu Dhabi. He was clearly the faster car. He was pulling away the entire Grand Prix. Got very, very unlucky. A lot of things had to go right for Verstappen to win that race, and they did. That's Formula 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to see plenty more racing game content. In a very short few months' time, I'll be doing this all over again, making my 2022 predictions. I'm probably going to have to go a little bit more safe next year. I do, in these videos, say some pretty out there things, just almost for the sake of being different. Next year, I'm just going to go at it with a clear mind, and we'll just see if we can guess every single thing right. wish me luck with all the new regulation changes coming in next year. It's going to be impossible. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you next time.